everybody, it's me. I'm back. I decided to do a video today because of the fact that next week on the 25th will be considered my 5-month challenge of growing my hair out. And I jumped on here so that way you could see what my hair looks like when it is straightened. Now this is after 3 days of my hair being flat ironed. But I wanted to show you the length because that was key. In my 5-month challenge, I wanted it about up to here. And I know that next week is another week, but hair is not going to grow that fast from here to here. So, but I wanted to show you from the past video, from when I first started, that my hair was like about up to here, and then it got up to here, and now it's here. My last video I showed you what my hair looks like curly. This is what it looks like when it's straight. So you can see the difference of when it curls up, it goes pretty high up to where you can see my ears. When my hair is straight, you can't really see it. But I wanted to show you what you'll probably see next week on the 25th, my 5-month challenge of, how my hair has been doing. And I'm just going to do a 360 so you can see it, and that's pretty much it. So here we go. So the back is growing like weeds, and from 2 videos ago I was going to get my hair trimmed, so I did in the back. And they just trimmed up a little bit of the ends so that way all of this would blend into one another. Because 2 videos ago my hair was very defined here. You could see the line and there was no connection. It was total detached from here to here. So this, when I went back, I told them, can you stack it a little bit so that way you can see the blending in of the hair, and they did a little bit so that way when my hair grows it'll blend in, and it's doing a really good job. So, and then this is the front. So I'm very happy with the results. I mean, look at where my bangs are at. My bangs were like pretty short, and now they're pretty long, and that's straightened. And this is my favorite thing to do. I love tucking my hair behind my ears. I love touching my hair in general. You'll probably notice that in all my videos. I touch my hair way too much. That's probably why it gets dirty so fast. I know a few people were probably wondering how many times a week do I wash my hair. I wash my hair 3 times a week, sometimes 4, depending on what I do. My job is pretty intense, so I tend to sweat. So that's the first area where I sweat, is in my hair. And because I'm touching my hair and putting my hair behind my ears to work, so that way my hair's not in my face, so tonight I have to wash my hair and get it dry, clean and blow dried and straightened, because I really like this look. I like it when the way I blow dry it the natural way without having to flat iron it. But I get bored very easily, and I don't want to go backwards and go back to cutting all my hair off, because then I end up saying, oh, I want my hair long. Yeah, I'm trying to grow my hair. No more cutting it off. I also just feel that longer hair, you can do so much more with it. With short hair, you have to do a lot of maintenance. And so far with this 5-month challenge, I've noticed that I've had to trim my hair 3 times. And that's because of the growing out process. You get that awkward in between stage, and to avoid it, you have to trim it. And it also helps with growing your hair out. The more, when you do your annual trims every 6 to 10 weeks, it helps your hair grow. So, so that's another thing. Next week, I'm going to post a video basically stating about my next 5-month challenge, so that way you can see the transition from the very beginning of my first month till 10 months. And so that way you can see like every little thing. It's kind of like my diary of, my in-betweens. Because every now and then I get that itch where I'm all like, oh, I hate my hair. I want to cut it all off. But the idea of this is to prevent myself from cutting my hair off. I also like challenges, so I'd like to see where I fall, but I think this is pretty good hair growth so far. Next week I'll talk a little bit more about it. But I just wanted to give you guys a heads up and let you know what's going on next week when I jump on here on the 25th, and to show you my hair and where, you know, the trim that I got done, because I remember saying at one point that I'm going to trim my hair back here because it was too long. And I hope you guys take a look at that last video to see the difference in the back of my hair. I know I can see it a lot and I can feel the difference. Also, when I went for my trim, they asked me if I wanted to thin out my hair. I didn't do that. I don't like thinning out my hair. That only caused those areas that were thinned out to be much shorter. And I'm just trying to grow all my hair. I know I get an itch every now and then. I tell them, oh yeah, thin it out. I have too much hair. But no, I'm not doing that. But let me know what you guys think. Bye.